biggest names in the business touring the hockey tonight. Michael van Gerwen, 3-time former champion of the world. He takes on the German debutant Arno Merck for a spot in the last 16. Gian van Veen is a major champion this year, but he's not been past the last 32 here at the Worlds. He takes on the Latvian #1, Madars Razma. And Luke Humphries is a former winner here at the Palace. He's looking to regain the title. He takes on former semi-finalist, the German giant Gabriel Clemens. 3 more third-round clashes. We'll have to go to some to match up to the afternoon performances that saw Searle, Cross and Anderson all safely through this afternoon on talkSPORT 2. 9 for double. And so Rob Cross and Gary Anderson coming out on top in an absolute cracker to round off the afternoon. They are all safely through to the last 16, but who will join them tonight? 3 more third round ties. It sees Gian van Veen take on Madars Razma, Luke Humphries against Gabriel Clemens, and Michael van Gerwen against Arno Merck. Mark Wilson with Chris Mason, Paul Nicholson, Ian Danta and producer Matt. Good afternoon, chaps.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Well, yeah.
Not stuck in the afternoon.
Depends where you are. It's good afternoon somewhere. Good
correct,
morning.
Correct. Paul Nicholson, you watched that cracker this afternoon between Gary Anderson and Jermaine Watamina. I think credit to Jermaine Watamina that he stuck with Gary as long as he did, because Gary's average barely dropped below 101 throughout, but he did. Pushed him all the way, but Anderson, that's back-to-back standout performances now.
Yeah, against 2 people that he likes to play against, though. If he gets somebody who's a bit more methodical and awkward, maybe we will have to see a different side to Gary. But what we saw from Anderson today was a quality-filled display. Yes, he made a couple of mistakes. He could have got the match done a lot sooner. But when Watamina got back into it with some excellent finishing, we saw that Anderson was able to find that extra furlong of quality. And it reminded me of the final of the 2018 match play when he was in all sorts of trouble against Sulevic in a 40-leg contest. He was still able to win that final, and he was able to win this afternoon because there was a period where people thought, hang on, he's going to lose this, but he was never behind.
Yeah, no, never behind. Chris, Ryan, we're looking for performances now, aren't we, from players that put a marker down?
That was one, wasn't it? He was literally blistering. 1:12.2 in legs. It was done in a minute. That's what it felt like. He was absolutely out. Every element of his game was on point today, and that's why we build players up like Searle, because we see examples of what they're capable of. I thought he was outstanding, and yes, you'll get people go, oh well, Schindler didn't play very well. He wasn't allowed to. He wasn't given a go in the game.
He won 2 legs in the match.
Yeah, and he wasn't allowed to. And sometimes you're in games like that where you feel like you play a lot better, but you don't get a go. You don't. There's no traction for you to hold on to start to motor, and that's what happened, Nico, wasn't it? We've been in them, we've done it.
Oh yeah, I've been in plenty of games where I've been flattened in 7 sets and it's only gone 4. But Mace is absolutely right. Schindler was completely suffocated from pretty much visit 2 of the match. Ryan said to us on the talkSPORT network that when Schindler started with a maximum, we thought, oh, not this again. But he reacted immediately. From visit 2, Searle had the answers, and Schindler didn't have much to come back from. Great finishing and a sustained level of quality from the man from Somerset and Devon. It's somewhere on the border anyway. But it was a tremendous performance.
Yeah, and it was from start to finish. You know, there was an early couple of exchanges, and then all of a sudden one took over, and the cross game, although it was this, well, identical scoreline, didn't feel like it, did it?
No, it didn't. Paul Nicholson, David Heta is in a spot of trouble, isn't he, at the minute?
I think he looks a bit confused to me. He came into this tournament using darts that he'd used prior, and he's been fiddling with his equipment. It hasn't really made headlines. I think he's a bit confused with what he's using, how he's using it, and what kind of mentality he needs on the stage. I think maybe in 2026 it's a back to basics process, getting on the floor, playing good darts, and then when it comes to big stage stuff, just declutter your brain. Stop thinking about things too much.
Yeah, that's
we
it.
made that point, didn't we?
We
Early
did.
on.
We did. He's lost his mojo, and I don't. Like, I've done it. I've done exactly the same thing. You don't know. You get so lost that you can't work it out for yourself. It needs someone to come in and go, right, what are you doing? Why have you created? And you. It's like a self-sabotage thing. You create that monster looking for perfection, and then once you've created that aura or arena, you don't know what you're doing, do you? You can't you can't work it out for yourself, and I'm worried about him. I genuinely, this is a guy that me and Nico's been tipping up for years. He's lost. He's lost.
Yeah. His window appears just to be closing at the minute. He needs to find something to get that window open again.
Yeah, not so long ago, Mark, we were talking about Damon firmly inside the top 10 in the world.
Absolutely, yeah.
He's number 16 now.
Premier League material.
Yeah.
Oh, well, not anymore.
No.
We'll talk about the Premier League in due course, but Damon's nowhere near that list at the minute.
No, he isn't. Right, let's have a look then ahead to tonight's action. 3 games that on paper look one-sided, but as this tournament has always shown us, there's normally one that does beat you. Let's get the very latest odds with William Hill.
In the Zone on talkSPORT 2 with William Hill. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
And a very good evening to Lee Phelps. Just before we start, Lee, I heard you earlier on talkSPORT about the final one standing. Has someone won £200,000 today on that?
Yeah, unbelievable. Today we've handed out £325,000 across a few different games. The talkSPORT League, which is only 5k, has been split between 3 players. A 50k game has been won by 1 person. 20 grand's been split between 5. Another 50 grand has been split between 15. But yeah, the headline really is that one player was he picked Brentford yesterday and was sweating on Sunderland not winning today. So can you imagine watching that match? I'm sure they must have just gone out for the 90 minutes or so. But yeah, one player wins £200,000. It's our last man standing game, basically. Free to play as well, so we might even have to put anything down for it. So yeah, it's a bit of panic stations back at the office. It's like, wow, we've been waiting for so long these games to pay out. The biggest one, the 500,000 game, has been pretty much decimated this weekend as well. So that one's probably going to go maybe on Tuesday night, which has got a big full Premier League programme, or maybe January 3rd, 4th. That weekend, but yeah, it's we're all going. There must be about 1.1 million quid on the table. Well, there was before today. Now a bit less than that, but
yeah.
Plenty of winners coming in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, crazy.
Very good. Right, what have we got tonight then? Because 3 on paper, I know they're all short price favourites. So the question for you is, how do we get involved with them then?
Yeah, that is the question, isn't it? Yeah, it's 1 to 14, 1 to 14, and 1 to 12. I mean, even the match treble is doesn't even get you up to 3 to 1. So yeah, I've been having a look right, and look, go for that by all means. You know, you might come out on top. I think it probably lands in the first match, but it's like, you know, we're talking 2 to 5. Interesting when I was talking to a colleague, Sam Norris, who loves his darts earlier on, and he was telling me about Razmus and how he loves the treble 19, and he really likes to bet under 2.5 180s at 4 to 5. I think he's got 1 in round 1, 2 in round 2. Says he can often start on treble 19, so it doesn't often switches down there quite a lot. So yeah, under 2.5 180s for Rasmus in that first match. That's 4 to 5. So that kind of gets the treble off to a decent start. The Luke Humphries match with Gabriel Clemens. I mean, the match treble is quite. Saying he's 1 to 14, it's quite a big price really, and it kind of scares me a little bit. I was looking at Luke Humphries to win. I think he does. And over 7.5 180s himself. Had 8 in the previous round, of course, and obviously this is over a longer match. That's 6 to 5 as well. And as for the final match, Michael van Gerwen's 1 to 12 to beat Arno Merck, who's 13 to 2. Again, I looked at the match treble. This is the one that I like most of all, I guess. It's 4-9, so again, I'm not saying it's a huge price by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it's a decent enough price to have a look at. So they're my 3 bets in there, if you want to kind of form them into a treble. Got loads of price boosts, by the way. Van Gerwen over 6 180s, Van Gerwen over 100 plus checkout is priced up at 9-4. There's a few kind of multi-match bets as well. If you have a look at the price boosts on the main darts page, you'll see all those there. There's some crackers tonight, and of course all the outright prices. It just feels like it's starting to hot up a little bit, doesn't it, as well? Yeah, and I heard again this morning, the man at the top of the betting is getting shorter and shorter and shorter, isn't he, Luke Littler now? Yeah, 8-13 the price now. I mean, just unbelievable. I mean, you guys have talked about it, more than I, you know more about it than I do, but sensational again last night. Doesn't even seem like he's got to top level yet. Who stops him? 8-13. I mean, I was looking at the price and thinking, it represents a bit of value to me. It's mad to say that, isn't it? But are we going to look back at 8-13 for Luke Littler? Like, in the early days of Phil winning all these World Championships, did we look back in the early days and think, oh, that was actually a bit of value by the time you could back him later on? But 9-2 Luke Humphries. Gian van Veen, of course, who's in action tonight, 8-1. Van Gerwen's coming to 14-1. Josh Rock, the same price. Gary Anderson is 20s, 28-1 and bigger the rest. Good stuff. And just a quick one, because all those games on midweek are on the talkSPORT app, so you'll be able to listen to all. How do we get involved in Last Man Standing? Yeah, you can play a new game every week. There's a 20k game. If you've never played before or you've been knocked out, then just go on the app. You'll see it on the top of the app there. Click on that. It's very easy, free to play. It's basically pick a team, Premier League team, every week. If they win, you go through. If they don't, you're out. Good stuff. Lee, thanks as ever. Those were the very latest odds. All thanks to William Hill, 18+, gambleware.org.
In the Zone on talkSPORT 2 with William Hill, 18+, gambleware.org.
How's your day, mate? Someone's won 200,000 quid for nothing today.
And it ain't me.
Right, what were you going to go for tonight, just quickly?
We're going Van Veen over 6.518. I think Razma could take a set out of him. He's lost a set in each of his 2 matches, Van Veen. I'm not saying he switches off, but he probably subconsciously thinks this is a bit too easy, because and I just think he does. And the stats back it up when you look at his performances. If he does drop a set, he's going to get over 6.518. We're going Luke Humphries, win the match, most 180s at 8-15. We can't. I mean, they're both 1-18 at the minute. I know the odds flip and flop. And then MVG, king of the hockey. So win match, most 180s, highest finish is 4-7. That's the only bit of value. Pays about 3-1. Because if we have like a nicker on Van Veen, Humphries, and MVG, you get £1.20 back, and that's not what we're about. We're about finding a bit of room for manoeuvre. I wonder if Mert might nick a set as well. Van Gerwen's not always the highest level. I know he played really well against Willie O'Connor, but and you're right. This is the kind of guy that he would switch off against because he's no threat.
Yeah, and he doesn't have any experience against Merck. You'll be thinking, well, what's he doing? I'm supposed to be playing Peter Wright.
Who is he? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he will. And although that will work one or two ways with Michael, he's quite complex, Michael. If you'd have been playing Peter Wright, I'd have been saying 4-0. That would have been the punt. Is it as straightforward as it looks tonight, Paul?
Yeah, I'd have to say yes. I can't see anywhere Razma beats Van Veen. I think he's just going to be too ready and too much of a threat. And Humphries is going to look at Gabe Clements saying, right, you're just the next person I've got to get rid of. And MVG, I think he will lose a set tonight. I think he'll win 4-1. But I think that might fire Michael up. You might get daggers from Vincent van der Voort in the VIP area saying, what are you doing losing a set to this guy? Get yourself back on the hockey and win the next.
And Van Veen and Madars Razma know each other very well. 3-3 in the head-to-head. So he knows that this guy's a genuine. Veen's won the last 3. Yeah, when you look at that, exactly. So he'll be aware that this guy's a threat. He's beaten 3. So when someone's beat you, you know about it. Yeah, you do indeed. Right, Nico, you're back for game 2, which is Humphries against Clemens. Yeah, he got the baller game here, hasn't he?
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing Luke tonight, because when his good pal Searle wins and he sees Gary with the classic against Watamina, he'll be thinking, well, hang on, don't forget about me.
The treble, they're close, them 3, so That actually, you're right, and they will feed off each other, won't they?
Yeah, I think he'll be feeding off Littler's performance last night as well.
Yeah, will indeed. All the action then about to get underway. Nikon Dance will be back for game 2. It's Mason and I for games 1 and 3 tonight. We're almost set for the action as the third round continues here at the Alexandra Palace. So to mark your card, Humphries against Clements to come. Winner of that one will take on either Aspinall or Dukes. Van Gerwen takes on Merck. Winner of that one plays Gary Anderson. And the winner of our opening game tonight, Gian van Veen against Madars. Razma takes on Ricky Evans or Charlie Manby. Massive, massive stakes at play here for all the players involved tonight. The third round concludes tomorrow. We actually start the fourth round action tomorrow night. We'll have the likes of Luke Littler involved here at the Palace once again. We're not too far away from the action then here at the Alexandra Palace, where John McDonald is on stage and not too far away from the action here. Third round, it's night 15 of the PDC World Darts Championship, and we are set for the action. Well, you lost, Mace.
Lost me pen pal.
Oh,
not a pen pal, but...
Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to you live on Sky Sports from the Alexandra Palace, London. The third round action of the Paddy Power World Dance Championship, brought to you by the PDC. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands joining us live and the millions joining us around the world, it's time to meet the players. Would you please welcome Latvia's #1, the Razma, a World Grand Prix quarter-finalist, taking part in his 7th World Championship, Madars, Razma!
Madars Razma makes his way on the stage. The predominantly white dart shirt, tall, lean Latvian, plenty of experience, but looking for a place in the last 16 for the first time. Big smile on his face, but a big task in front of him as he takes on one of the rising stars.
Ladies and gentlemen from the Netherlands, the reigning European champion and the two-time back-to-back World Youth Champion. It's time to meet the giant, Gian.
We've given young players to perform on, and he's one of those, well, many of those. Charlie Manby, another, Vessel Nyman, another, and this kid is taking it to another level. He has been outstanding. His tournament average, 103.32. That's 11 ahead of his opponent. Now, what that means is everything that Van Veen's doing is in 5 visits or less. Everything Razma's doing is in 6 visits or more.
Yeah, 23 years old, Gian van Veen, ranked 10 in the world now. Never been past round 2. He'd never won a game here until this year.
Correct.
And now he's on the verge of the last 16. The 37-year-old Latvian from Soldus in Latvia, ranked 46 in the world. Another one that's not made it into the latter stages, and it's getting serious now.
And Razma's won their first 3 meetings, but since Van Veen has matured, he's won the next 3, hasn't he, pal?
Yeah, he has, and that was the stat that caught my eye. You think, hang on, he's maybe just got the measure of him now. However, what we know about Razma, when he gets it right, he can go big, but what we find about Van Veen is big doesn't normally beat this kid. He's got to be bigger.
Yeah, and I don't think he can go big enough. I think Van Veen, well, we know he's capable, we've seen his numbers. He can just go through gears that I don't think Razma has.
Yeah, race to 4 sets now for a place in the last 16. And we mentioned earlier, Ricky Evans or Charlie Manby.
Nice draw. Nice draw.
Yeah, it is. As Van Veen on his second visit, it's his first 140, and he's all over the.
Well, he's ticking
bit.
boxes. Ton 140. Next visit a max. You just know it. This kid is unbelievable.
Yeah,
unbelievable. Does he have? Is he infallible? No, absolutely not. We've seen it where he's lost games he should win, but he's now evolving as a player and winning games that are tight, which is something he didn't do before.
Well, he's a player that has found the way to get over the line, and now he's got over the line. He's hungry to get over it again and again.
Correct. How many games have we seen that he's lost that he should win, and now he's starting to win those games that he was losing, and that's the difference.
Well, he's on
Shots
for a
on.
161 here. Just misses the treble 17, but look at that. He's had 12 darts and he's left 24.
24 after 12. That's perfect. You know, outside of it, and a 9 dart, leg 1. He will have asked nothing more of himself. This is a worrying start for Razma.
Yeah, it is on the Van Veen throw. As here he looks at that 13 darts. Can't do it. It's a double 6. Oh, this is a big dart all of a sudden. Razma is on 1-2-1, and he will come back. 3 darts missed from Van Veen.
Gets a pass from me, leg 1. 121 for Razma. He's at a 20, so 51 and ball. Treble 17, he loves the bottom trebles. He gets it, ball. Don't mind a ball either. Whoa.
That wasn't a million miles off. Right, Van Veen, take 2, double 6 for the opening leg of the match. There we go. And he does take out the opening leg to lead 1-0. 3 legs to win a set, 4 sets to win the match. First of 3 tonight, all live on talkSPORT 2. And we are very much looking forward to some star-studded darts.
Yeah, there's some super. There is.
You found your pen.
I found my pen. You hid it from me. Yeah, there's some superstars tonight. Some of the biggest names in darts. This kid here is the future. We've got the present in Humphries, and we've got the legend in MVG. What a night. If you've got a ticket for the night, you've absolutely had it off.
Yeah, you have. You've had a result. Here is Van Veen. Razma down to 2-4-6. Van Veen looking to close the gap, which he does with a ton 40. He's going to be all over Razma tonight, isn't he?
And that's the thing. It's how that Razma copes with constantly being under it. Well, he's answered the question there with a 137, 57 on cover. Without a 109, Van Veen 264, single 20, single 20 are all over it. Yeah, there was no chance he won it in a ton there.
Yeah, well, 109 then to level up the opening set. Single 20 down for cover, finds it again. That leaves double 16, and that is it. Well, Madars Razma might be under the pump, but he's held his throat at the start of the set.
For now.
Well, he's done what he could do.
Yeah, but it's can he do it continuously? That's the issue for him. It's going to be relentless from Van Veen.
Yeah, and that just going back to the chat we had with Lee earlier on about those king of the hockey bets. I don't like them in one-sided games for that reason, because Razma, Clemens, Mert, they're going to get so few chances. They might have to take a big one out to win a leg.
I'm with you, and they're going to have to. That's it. They're going to be under pressure from the off, and they're going to have to take out big shots. That's why, listen, I purely looked tonight at MVG. He goes for his shots as well. You know, he's not going to lay up. He don't believe in it.
No. Well, 1-1 in the opening set. You're live on talkSPORT 2, and you listen to the World Darts Championship live on talkSPORT 2 in partnership with Village Hotels. Celebrate New Year's Eve at a Village Hotel. Book now at villagehotels.com. Third leg of the match. And to be fair to Razma, he's keeping pace here.
Well, he's got the more superior average right now, nearly 109. But he is against the throw.
Here's Van Veen first to a finish of 89.
Could be under it here. Well, he's coming down for cover. Another treble 19. We'll leave him 38. As it is, he's on 76. But Van Veen on 89 after 12.
Yeah. Oh, he's hit the treble 19.
Beautiful.
That leaves double 16, and there you go. Well, this is like watching a computer game at the minute. They're both averaging over a ton, and they're both firing in the finishes for fun.
No, you're right. It's computer darts. This is special already, and they've not even settled. Wait until they warm into it. Razma again on treble 19 is absolutely deadly.
Yeah, he is. We know that about his game. 94 scored, and Van Veen was just getting that first start right underneath the treble, which normally just slides one on top of.
Yeah, if that's where he's going to miss, you don't want to miss, obviously, but if you're going to miss under, and like you say, he just stacks them on top of that first start. First mistake incoming.
42.
Yeah, 42 from Razma. This will get punished. He will be all over this like a rash. Well, the first start, we were just saying about high, but he's gone high and low. Only a ton. He's got away with it there, Razma.
Well, yeah, but he's 64 behind on throw here. 2-1 Van Veen leads. If Van Veen does win this leg against the throw, he wins the opening set. Race to 4.
Yeah, and the one thing about Razma, when things start to get tough, he can get a little fragile, a little vulnerable. It's a good ton, but he does react, doesn't he? He gets emotionally invested.
Yeah, he can do. Here is Van Veen again, in the red bit again. So much room. His darts are so flat. There's so much room to add to them.
All that's in there is the point.
Yeah.
And it's so annoying. You stand behind him, you think you can get 20 in there, pal. This was good, though, from Razma. 98, lead 167. But it's 161 for the set. Van Veen doesn't get the treble. Oh, with the second dart, right on it. Oh, wild one.
Yeah, single 3. That just leaves the door open here. Razma might feel he's got 2 goals. He might not get 2 goals, but he'll think he could be coming back here regardless of the outcome.
And rightly so, Mark. He is going to get, well, you would think.
87.
And he's just done enough there just to keep the pressure on. He's left 80, 118. Has he got his number? Single 20, no. Nope.
Well, Razma will get a look at the 80. This is only to level up the set. Van Veen will still have the throw in the 5th and deciding leg of the opening set.
A little unravelled here in leg 4 of the opening set for Van Veen. Single 20, needs another. Gets another, needs tops to take it to a 5th leg. Whoa, double one next door.
Junior requires 60.
Well, 60 for Van Veen. Is he going to go 20?
Nice for him because he throws a flat dart.
Yeah, and there it is. No nonsense from the youngster from the Netherlands. Razma misses, Van Veen hits in a race to 4 here on talkSPORT 2 tonight. Gian Van Veen leads Madars Razma by 1-0. If you love your darts, whether it's league night, the local, or dreaming of a walk-on anthem, you'll know the right gear makes all the difference. Target Darts are the brand behind Luke Littler's rise. They've been with him from the start, crafting the innovative, high-quality darts he now uses on the sport's biggest stages. And now Target have taken the home setup to another level with the Omni auto-scoring system, instant accurate scoring, and a slick modern way to sharpen your game. So if you want the same equipment trusted by the most electrifying young talent in world darts, visit targetdarts.com and get on time.
It needs to be magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Littler gets on target.
Yeah, what a night of action we have got for you. 3 more third-round crackers. Later on, former world champion Luke Humphries takes on former semi-finalists here, Gabriel Clemens and Michael Van Gerwen. 7 times a finalist, 3 wins. He was run-up here last year to Luke Littler. He takes on the German debutant Arno Merck. But up now, Gian van Veen, who continues his recent domination over Madars Razma. Wins the opening set, and plus Chris Mason, a bit of boogieing during the break from the young Dutchman.
Hey, and he was competing there. Razma 98.16, Van Veen 98.57. Highlight in the opening set, that 109 finish for Razma, not enough to win the set, and it felt like Van Veen was not in cruise control, but waiting for things to happen, and that's a worry for Razma, because this is going to be a tough night for him, because Van Veen looks $1 million, but Razma ain't a mile behind him, and that backs up that fault with a max in the opening visit of set 2.
Yeah, but look for a moment as though Van Veen was going to follow him in, and he does. Back-to-back maxes.
No 180s in set 1, and then, well, 2 at once. And he comes down for a cover, and it's a trouble. Oh dear, oh dear. Treble 3 coming for the 57, over compensates, and it's a single 7. Advantage Van Veen. Come on, son, give us a 9. We've been waiting ages.
Well, we nearly got one earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, Gary Anderson missed double 12, didn't he?
He did, and in fairness, he missed it by a mile, as he was the first to admit.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, no nonsense approach from Anderson. No nonsense approach to this match for Van Veen. He is on fire. 181 after 6. Single 20. Single 19 needs the treble. Surely not. What does he do? Finds double 2 with dart 3. What does he do here? Find a max. This kid is special. Already a champion this year, of course. Razma starting on 19s. Nothing unusual about that. 2 of them. Ooh.
133.
So 140 on 19s, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Snatches his darts out of the board. He's furious, the Latvian. Here we go again. That is 4 perfect darts. Came down for the 19s, couldn't find it, but the mood he's in, you can see he might well go deep into a 9-dart effort.
He's fancying it, isn't he?
He is. He is fancying it and some. Razma here is in danger, as we showed earlier on. If you get behind early, these games can run away from you very quickly.
Yeah, and he's feeling the heat of what Van Veen's doing, and you feel it as a player. You're like, well, I've got to switch on. I think that's a footler, isn't it?
That's James Madison, I think.
Oh, I've already had a run in with him. Not a bad thing. I didn't know who he was.
164 is on. 164 is on. Needs the bull. Is he going to take it on? Oh, he does!
164.
That was Razma, not Van Veen.
It was. Do you think he did that on purpose?
I don't know.
Well,
he had 145.
He had no reason to do that. I don't know what he's done there. I'm trying to work. Hang on, give me a minute.
No, he's on 145 now. Van Veen on 60, leads a set to 0, a leg to 0.
Actually, he played the right card there, did Razma, because the 25 would have left him 170. That's why he went that way. He hit the ball. Well, I was with you. I was thinking, oh, it's the 164's on.
Yeah. Well, 60's on. He's already checked this out in the match. He went 20 tops. Well, it's going to have to be 20-20 double 10. No, sir. So Razma is going to get a chance to break straight back.
Yeah, 3 darts at tops after 12. Beautiful approach play from Razma. He's more than holding his own here. Yeah, he's relying on Van Veen missing doubles, but that's part of the game.
Games on the second leg.
Well, it was a 15-dart breaker throw in leg 1, 14-dart breaker throw leg 2 in favour of Madars Razma. 1 leg all, set 2. Van Veen leads by 1 set to 0, and again, he's starting on the 19th. Goes back upstairs this time. Only 59. That ain't going to cut it.
No, you would feel that would be pounced upon, but Van Veen's scoring has just lightened off a touch himself here, and he doesn't find a treble either, so these are big legs here. If Razma can hold 2 of the next 3 legs, then he's going to win the second set. It'll be level at 1-1.
I think Van Veen's the kind of player that, excuse me, you can get him embroiled. I mean, it takes a bit, and you've got to have some gumption, but you can get him involved.
Yeah. Well, he had a habit, didn't he, before he won that first big title of, you see him many times around Europe, average 108 and managed to get beat somehow. He just, that type of player. Now he's averaging 108 and winning, as he proved in the last round. But
56.
Again, no big treble for Razma, so he's only 50 in front, and Van Veen is at the hockey now, and he's in the red bit this time. That is a perfect lay of the land. Can he follow it in? 140 down to 206, leads 90 points. Looking to break again, the number 10 seed here. Whether this one, Ricky Evans or Charlie Mamby in the last 16. There's some massive ties to come tomorrow to round off round 3, and then we start round 4 tomorrow night. World champion Luke Littler back in action. That's been confirmed. We'll have that live on the talkSPORT network tomorrow night. Right, 108 Van Veen. Razma on 239. This is on the Razma throw, though.
Gets the ball, single 19. May stay there. Yeah, he did try to stay there. Had a terrible deflection, so down to 168. So Van Veen, single 19, needs a treble. Doesn't get it. 70 left. Oh, gets the 54 to leave double 8. Beautiful setup shot. Nothing Razma can do with 168. 1 all, set 2, set down. Finds a 60. Doesn't follow it. 88 left. Thought he may have gone for the treble 19. It didn't look particularly appealing. But it is Van Veen who breaks yet again in 16. And now has the darts to get it done and go 2 sets up.
Yeah, this has been a impressive start, average of 98.5, which is significantly down on his tournament average at the moment.
That sounds ridiculous, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But that's just the way it is, isn't it? I mean, he looked okay, but he's being made to scratch a bit here.
57.
This game's got no kind of rhythm to it for him. He needs like him against Anderson would be just remarkable, because it would just flow and both would feed off each other. At the moment, he's got nothing to feed off.
No, these two in the same part of the draw as Luke Humphries and Gabriel Clements, Nathan Aspinall, Kevin Dukes, Ricky Evans, Charlie Mamby and Gian Van Veen against Madars Razma.
Nice section, lovely.
Going to take some getting through, isn't it, if you want to make it to the semi-finals?
Yeah, they've got to navigate through some absolute monstrous games, but at the moment, Van Veen down to 161. He's 2-1 up in set 2. He's a set up. Razma back on 3-8-4. Single 20. Comes for cover. Gets the treble. He's so good on that 19. I get why he starts on it, to be honest. He just looks so comfortable on treble 19. Or treble 20's found. Misses the treble 17. He wouldn't have gone for it anyway. Leaves 24.
Well, that's what he did in the opening leg of the match, isn't it? He made a bit of a mess of the finish in the end, but he's got time on his hands here, and Razma's making a bit of a mess of his visit. Only 48 scored, so Van Veen for double 12. No hanging around this time. Van Veen takes off the second set. He's halfway to the 4 that he needs. He's not hanging around the young Dutchman tonight, making light work of Latvia's number 1. Halfway to the 4 that Van Veen needs. He leads Razma by 2 sets to 0.
magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Lickler, get on target.
A star-studded lineup tonight at the Alexandra Palace. Former world champion Luke Humphries takes on former world semi-finalist Gabriel Clements in our second game. And then tonight, darting royalty Michael Van Gerwen, 7 times a finalist, 3 times a winner. Run-up last year to Luke Littler. He takes on the German debutant Arno Merckx, who upset Peter Wright, thrashed him in round 2. How will the German get on against one of the best players in the world? Well, Madars Razma's got his hands full against one of the best players in the world right now in Gian van Veen, who has taken out the opening 2 sets. He's averaging a smidge under 100. You are listening to the World Darts Championship live on talkSPORT 2 in partnership with Village Hotels, with 34 locations across the UK. Visit villagehotels.com. And Chris Mason, you were saying to me off air, he's averaging 100 pretty much, and he's not even looked like he's got out of second gear yet.
No, 98.57 average in set 1, winning legs of 16, 14, 17. Couple of 180s in set 2, winning legs of 15, 16 and 13. 100.88 in set 2, and he's making that look very, very ordinary. Who's that?
That is Shane Lowry and Tyrrell Hatton, 2 of the best golfers in the world.
Oh, I know.
At the darts tonight.
I know them. I didn't know they were, but I know their names.
He likes to drink. Does Mr. Lowry? You won't want to be in around with him.
Oh, really?
I don't think. Yeah, he does.
Good lad. He's in the right place.
Yeah, he is.
So, 60 from Van Veen. Oh, Razma showing some defiance. 2-0, Van Veen in sets. Leg 1, set 3. Ooh, is this 2 troublous visits? Wow, put that down in your notepad, pal.
Yeah,
because that won't happen very often.
That's only his 5th of the match.
14 for Razma in 2 sets. Oh, he finds the trouble eventually on cover. Only 1 though. So his throw is under threat in leg 1 of set 3. 285 Van Veen. Razma against the darts, 270. He knows a straight ton leaves the big fish, and we're waiting for our 10th, aren't we?
Yeah, there's been a plethora of the big fish over the opening couple of rounds.
Today we saw our first attempt at a 9 in terms of actually missing the double. We've seen loads of 6 and 7 in, but oh, hello.
Here is the said big fish. Not quite. Not a badly thrown dart.
105.
Well, he's left himself 65, and then on 145.
Who's been out of the leg. And when he pulled a face at that, he knows how bad that was. It was a good inch and a bit down. Only 65 and a gasp of, what are you doing?
Yeah, 65 for Razma. This is one that could go wrong quite quickly.
Oh, it's not.
It's a good dart right on the outside of the bull wire. Tops then for a break and throw. That's awkward. Double 10. New target. And that wasn't very convincing. Those two darts at double. You felt there, Chris, he'd done the hard bit, and then he's made a mess of the double.
And when you create those opportunities, you've got to take them, because that's treble 20. And that's double 10. And he's gone from being a big outsider pretty much throughout the entire leg to holding in 17. And it's now 7-2 in legs. We're getting into Ryan Searle territory, who absolutely blitzed
58.
Schindler earlier, 12-2 in legs.
Yeah.
That was a masterclass,
it was,
by the way, from Ryan Searle.
Emmett is fluent throwing best, but like we said here, and he's in again here looking for a max.
108.
He's not even taking his foot off the brake yet, I don't think.
I'm with you, Val. He's literally just, for me, he's just ticking along, and he's waiting for something from Razma. I think if Razma all of a sudden went up there and went ballistic, he'd go with him.
Here we go. 4 in. 5 perfect darts to start the leg. And look at this, Razma already, and he can't leave a finish from here.
Nope.
So he's in trouble, big trouble here, Razma.
Yeah, he's looking like going 2-0 down, and this would be a breaker throw, and he's only come up, what did he come up with? 56. 292 Razma, 184 Van Veen, 2 treble 20s, treble 16 incoming. Just misses, leaves 48.
And that is after 9. This is darting genius from the young Dutchman, and Razma, I think, is beginning to realise that he's going home pretty quickly unless things change pretty quickly. The only thing that's changing at the minute is the winning double. Van Veen chooses to hit double 16 this time. 2-0 in sets, 2-0 in legs.
11 dart breaker throw there from Van Veen, starting to serenely move through the gears. Look at this.
100.
Get up there, son. Another max. I'll tell you what, he looks like he could do a 9. He's just got that feel about him.
Yeah.
He's comfortable.
He is. It's almost like he expects to hit one.
Correct.
Not going to do it this time.
And that comes from our graft.
Yeah.
That comes from prep.
He's just in a good spot at the minute. You can see it. It's oozing out of him. 102.
I'm making 102 look like a 92.
Yeah.
73.
Another mixed bag from Razma, who's staring down the barrel right now here on talkSPORT 2. Still to come, Luke Humphries. He'll be having an eye on this backstage. He's potential quarter-final opponent, of course.
Yeah,
Luke
they're on course, aren't they, to collide, and that would be the right draw. That's what we expected from Littler and Price, but Price is gone. So you can't take your eye off the ball. You can't just switch off. I'm loving this from Van Veen. This is a real mature performance. Not at his best, but making it look so easy. It's very annoying as a dart player. I'm like, this would be at my optimum, and he's sort of going, oh, what's going on here?
Yeah,
I'm not playing very well.
Left 97 after 12, which for him is a slow leg.
Yeah.
Nothing Razma can do here.
Good thinking from Razma. Picks up the 25, leave 167, just in case. Good luck with that. Oh, well, he doesn't want to do anything here. Like, normally he might go double-double, but he's done the right play there.
57.
Yeah, that's the right play. With Razma on 167, right under the cosh. If you take this out, fair play, pal, and it's not going to happen. Big 3.
Yeah. He's put it on his toes, and Razma couldn't do anything with it. So tops then for Van Veen for a 3-0 lead. Gian Van Veen on target again. Well, we've seen some demolition jobs this afternoon. We're witnessing another one here. It's marker down time at the Palace, and there's some markers being put down by all and sundry, it seems, at the moment.
Yeah, what I like about this, Mark, 98.57 set 1, 100.88 set 2, 102.48 set 3. That's how you do it. You just get better and better and better. And he's playing well within himself. This is nothing out of the ordinary for Van Veen.
And he's not missed a double in this set.
No. Well, he's doubling here. 9 from 17, 53%. And he missed a couple of early ones, didn't he?
He did. He missed 3 in the opening leg.
Still averaging.
There's only one leg thereafter he's not gone out in one dart. That is clinical.
Yeah. And well, this is a player who's won a major for a reason. That's why he's right up there. I'm not on cue. Goes missing. Thanks, pal.
I don't think he'll be missing too long as Razma looks for a second 180.
Sarcastically celebrates.
Yeah, it might be too little too late.
Yeah, good luck with that.
You never know. Although Van Veen is definitely having a bit of an off leg here. He's on 281. Razma on 182 goes at it. Want to get it done here and now in terms of the setup. Only 60 though.
Well, a max here from Van Veen leaves the leg wide open. It's not going to get the max. It's right on the bottom wire. Expect 140 from here.
140.
And that's what we get.
120.
Still left himself a bit to do. There's the treble. Razma needs the single and tops for Shanghai. 120. Well, even he looked at that. That literally clattered dart 1 that was in the treble. I bet he can't believe it's not gone in.
He thought it had gone in. Now he needs tops for a leg. And he's over the top.
This would hurt, pal.
Yeah, it would. And it's on. Treble 19 will leave double. Oh, he's gone treble 15 for double 18.
92.
92 scored. So Razma back for tops, but pressure with Van Veen breathing down the back of his Latvian shirt collar. Only 1-2 legs in the match.
Make that 3.
Right in the middle.
16 dart hold in the end, but not without drama that shouldn't have been there. Van Veen with the darts. Single 20, single 20, single 17. Troubleless. Only his 9th troubleless visit of this match. Razma on 20. Make that
83.
Oh, it stays on 20 because he finds trouble 20.
Yeah, he does. 9-3 in terms of the leg score. 3-0 in set score. One more set for Van Veen, who is on the throw here. That was a Razma hold.
Yep, that's all it was. And he's back in the red bit and follows it. Is this a 3rd max? Ooh, wild last start.
25.
Scoring well now this set. Yeah. Van Veen, we talked about this. He does switch off, doesn't he? It's almost like he needs to lose a set to trigger him.
To get him back in.
Yeah, well, he's lost a set in every match he's played.
Could and should have been another max for Razma. He's still on 2 in that particular little.
Well, Van Veen's completely gone missing here.
He has 3-0. He leads. Razma on 153. Make that 152. Single 19. Oh, and then a bounce out. That's a disaster for Razma against the darts.
Well, it will be now if Van Veen can find a true 2 treble turn. Well, single 20, treble 20, needs another. It's on 143. No, it's not enough.
No, 1-3-3 plays 1-4-3. Razma looking to double his lead in set 4.
I'll tell you what he said in Dutch then. Come on, man. Single 20, single 19. Oh, 51 scored. Still got 82 left. 143 for Van Veen. 60, 51, 32. Well, he's gone 54. Well, I don't know what he's doing here. This is quick maths. It's too advanced for me, this, mate.
Well, he's left 80. Razma on 82. This for 2-0 in the 4th set. You're live on talkSPORT 2. Single bull if you like, then single 17. That leaves tops. Right in the middle.
Well, right in the hole that was there from before. But it is an 18 dart hold.
Yeah, scruffy leg there from Van Veen. Average drops to under 97. Can Razma get a set on the board here?
My bad. It was a break of throw. It was a hold in leg 1. break a throw in leg 2. So he's 2-0 up in set 4. He's 3-0 down in sets. And comes up dry. Only 57.
Right, can Van Veen start a 4th set comeback?
Well, this will light him up a bit, being 2-0 down in the set. And there we go. It's a 140. I think he needs stimulating, this boy. He needs someone to push and make him do stuff. Well, Razma's going to do that here. His second 180 of the set. 180 in leg 1 of the set. He's now 2-0 up, and he's found another. This is a guy that don't hit maxes. They went over 2.5.
Yeah.
And he's done that.
He has. On throw, Razma 2-6-4, Van Veen 2-6-1, 3-0. The Dutchman leads here. Oh, didn't look a lot of room. He's trying to force one in, Razma. He's gone to single 5 and then single 19. So poor visit. Van Veen with a ton is on a finish. He's just above the red bit, just checks his score.
May go treble 18. Oh, that was the route, but troubleless. Down to 206. Razma for the set, 220. Finds a trouble. He'd love a max. Leaves tops. There's nothing Van Veen can do about it. It's a 140 in the end to leave 80.
Van Veen has eased up on the scoring stakes here. And Razma, credit to him, has kept on chucking. 80 away from a first set to reduce the arrears by 1. Right in the middle, double 10 for a set for the Latvian, and he's in. Razma on the board here at the Palace. He won't give up lightly. Gian Van Veen looked like he was cruising to victory. He's in a bit of a speed bump. Can he bounce back and do it in 5? We'll find out here on talkSPORT 2, where Gian Van Veen leads Madars Razma by 3-1.
Magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Linkler, get on target.
Madars Razma begins the fight back in a race to 4. He was 3-0 down. He wins the full set and narrows the gap to 3-1. Van Veen against Razma play to a finish now. Luke Humphries against the German giant Gabriel Clemens. They're up next. Then mighty Michael van Gerwen. He takes on Arno Merck for a spot in the last 16. The action coming thick and fast. You are listening to the World Darts Championship live on talkSPORT 2 in partnership with Village Hotels. Celebrate New Year's Eve at a Village Hotel. Book now at villagehotels.com. NFL coming tonight. Massive game as well. Sunday night football, 1 a.m. Start our coverage for the Bears at the 49ers. That has implications divisionally and in the NFC as well. So that is a massive game. Penultimate weekend of the regular season. And
you staying up for that, pal?
I might catch the beginning of it,
right,
yes.
Okay.
I might catch the beginning. Put the app on and see how far we get. 3-1 Van Veen. Not a great full set from the Dutchman.
No.
Still playing pretty well, but in fairness to Razma, took the chances he created himself in that set.
Yeah, average 93, 94, which is 16 darts a leg effect. Well, that's what it is. 16 darts is 93, 94. Awful set from Van Veen. 84-27. This is something we talked about off air and said he will, if he's cruising, he'll switch off. And he does this. He's done it in every match so far. He's dropped a set in every match. I expect or anticipate him now to go, right, okay, son, you've had your bit of fun, you've had your moment, hold this, and literally blitz him.
Well, we will see.
Let's set first leg. Gian to throw first.
We ain't got to wait long.
No, he's got the throw here, and he's getting involved. Remember, by the end of play, 30th of January, we will know our last 8. It is coming thick and fast.
Will we know our Premier League 8?
Maybe. Will it be an 8?
Well, good champ. Who knows?
31.
Good visit. Trouble 20, 20, trouble 17 from Razma. He's 3-1 down in sets. Well,
59.
cancel my previous thoughts. 6 darts, no trebles.
No. But then only a big ugly single one from Madars Razma.
Dirty, that is.
40.
Well, he might have opened up with a 2 treble visit. He then followed it up with a bag of nails. Not what he needs when he's taking on the Dutchman with the world at his fingertips. But Van Veen has just lost that little bit of magic off his fingertips at the moment.
He has. He's looking pretty ordinary at the moment. He's done a 2-8-2 on throw. Razma, 330, 2 singles.
6.
Well, Van Veen's getting away with it here. I mean, Razma got away with it in the last set. It was a really poor set. Now he's back. 2 treble 20s.
140.
Yeah, it's been a relatively quiet few legs for Van Veen. Can Razma nick another break of throw here?
He didn't win a leg in the last set, did he?
Didn't have a shot at a double in the
didn't
last
know,
set.
exactly, yeah. Wasn't, I'm looking at my notes and it's blank.
January 142.
142 then for a hold of throw for Van Veen. This is not going to go now. How low can he go? Well, he leaves 42, which he will be back for. Tamati card tomorrow. Justin Hood, Ryan Meikle are playing a game of darts for the right to win £60,000. Ricky Evans, Charlie Manby are doing the same thing.
95.
Nathan Aspinall, Kevin Dukes.
Yeah, that's a game. Well, tomorrow there's just, you got experienced newbies, people who are going to make some history for themselves as Van Veen eventually goes out in only 18 darts. This is not what we expected.
No, it's not.
But he's getting the job done.
Yeah.
And that's all you got to do sometimes. And Razma's the kind of player, he's very stop-starty. You're going to get no rhythm against him. So yeah, I'm pretty cool with this.
I think that's, to be honest, what made the Ryan Searle performance so good today. In fact, it was just one man. He was basically playing the board, wasn't he?
Correct.
And he was just piling on the legs after legs after legs. He maintained that big average. He played really well.
He did. He played lovely. Put down a bit of a marker for everybody else as well. I know we've seen higher averages, but have we seen a more disciplined performance?
No. Well, 3-1, Van Veen leads, and he's a leg up in the 5th set. Tomorrow night, Josh Rock, Callan Rids, and our thoughts with Callan and his family at the loss Yeah, loss of his grandparent. And
Yeah.
James Hurrell, Ryan Searle, Littler against Cross tomorrow. I mean, who would have thought it? James Hurrell said after round 1 here, Mason, he said, I feel I'm playing the best I've ever played. He said, I think I'm going to go well here.
Well, he's backed it up, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. He has, and some.
I thought he was absolutely outstanding against Bunting.
Yeah.
I thought he was superb.
Yeah. And again, the rewards.
I know it's not the highest average, but sometimes that isn't it. It's what's being thrown back at you.
Yeah.
And he had the lot thrown at him, and he responded.
Yeah, it is. Right, here comes Razma. Hits a maximum. Van Veen on 170. All of a sudden, this has to go. Would be for a break.
Hello. Oh, I was going to say 170, number 10. Come on, Gian Van Veen. He's left 65 just in case. Razma has already taken a 1 out of 109. He wants 118 here. 54 is found. That's a wrong shot. Because now it's 14 ball or a treble. Well, ball. It's not the right play, that, you know, 118.
We've discussed this many times.
Oh, we have, yeah. This week, well, this tournament.
Yeah.
And that's for why it's the wrong play.
Yeah. Get a treble, you still need a treble. Or it's a poke at the bull, and when Van Veen's on 65, he's not hanging around. 25 tops, he's 1 leg away from the match, and he's got the throw.
Well, it's his turn to average 93, 94 in a set, 16 darters. 18 and 14, combine them, divide them, 16 darters, 93.94. Not for very long, though. He's averaging 97 here, and he's absolute. He probably feels like he could do what he wants here. That's how dominant this is. Yes, he's dropped a set, but only because he took his eye off the ball.
Yeah. He's almost like a horse race where he's gone to the front, realised he's not going to get caught, and he's just not moved the muscle.
Hands and heels, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just like holding it back.
Yeah.
Which is good, because listen, this is a marathon of a tournament. You've got to leave everything you can in reserve. And he's not, I don't think he's pushing himself that hard. He will from here because he want to get it done. 2 treble 20s. Is this a max?
140.
Well, he's closing in now.
It's a 14th 140 to 6 from Razma.
Yeah. Razma coming back from 365.
Tell you what, the 180 players have had a merry year. It's 4 all.
Well, it is at the minute. And if the 125 goes, that's how it stays. Treble 20, treble 11, double 16. Gian Van Veen, for the first time, is through to the last 16 at the Alexandra Palace. The European champion showed for large parts of that game why he's a major winner who's looking for another major title. He's looking for the biggest of the lot. Madars Razma's got a smile. Maybe for him reaching the last 32 was his main goal. He's achieved that. He did take a set off Van Veen, but never really looked like doing anything else. And whilst he might have eased off at the end, Van Veen, there's still a lot to like about that. A fraction under 98. His tournament average is still over 101. He's 50% on the doubles. He has done more than enough, and he is safely through to round of 16.
Yeah, a lot to like about that performance. 98.57 set 1, 100.88, then 102.48. Then, as we anticipated, and he is readable in that, he does get a little bit flat and a little bit bored, but the bounce back ability, he won the set to take him through 4-1 with 102.48, replicating exactly what he did in set 3, and I think he's done that in cruise control, Mark.
Yeah, well, we will see Gian Van Veen, not tomorrow, but the day after, and he will be playing the winner of that Ricky Evans against Charlie Manby match, and that is a matchup that Van Veen will be chomping at the bit to get involved with. We'll see how those two get on tomorrow, Evans against Manby. Still to come tonight, Chris and I will be back for Van Gerwen against Merck in the final game of the night, but next up, it's the former champion Luke Humphries going head-to-head with the former semi-finalist here in Gabriel Clements. They're looking to make it through to the last 16. They're in the same part of the draw as Gian Van Veen. His work tonight is done, and done in style. He has beaten Madars Razma by 4 sets to 1.